Straight into it, I think there's 10 reasons buying a Tesla in 2025 isn't such a bad idea as you think. Yes, I know, Tesla EVs can feel like a gamble if you follow the mainstream media coverage. And fair to say, Tesla has got its haters, and it always has and it always will be. But this isn't about them. They're not in the market to buy a brand new car. So stick with me here. I've got 10 rock solid reasons why a Tesla in 2025 isn't such a bad idea, whether you're a EV newbie or just curious about what's new. We'll talk about Tesla's best-selling cars receiving the latest Tesla EV tech, 2 new affordable Tesla models expected just months away, the cash savings, the killer tech, and more that's hard to ignore once you're in the know. And I've been down this road before, chatting with owners, and I've owned both the Tesla Model 3 and Tesla Model Y now, and simply digging into the nitty-gritty so you don't have to. No boring spec sheets, just real talk to help you decide. So if you're interested to hear more, do hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's roll. So starting with reason number 1, the tech in a 2025 Tesla Model 3 or a new Tesla Model Y is straight up wild. Even from standard features across the lineup like ventilated seats, rear passenger screens, slick hands-free trunks, they're all stuff other brands do charge extra for. But the real magic is the ever-evolving software. Autopilot sharper than ever, lane keeping feels smooth, even here in the UK it is incredibly consistent. Not to mention full self-driving. If you're in the US and you do opt in, it looks to be inching closer and closer to legit autonomy. And I saw a demo just the other day of it working in Europe under testing conditions. So the future is almost here. Plus those free over-the-air updates to the car, well, they'll keep the car feeling fresh with new features. So when other car makers are still sending you to the dealership for a £100 firmware tweak, Tesla EVs are the alternative that isn't as needy to see itself upgrade. It's literally just like owning a car that levels up while you sleep. How's that for future-proof? Reason number 2, fuel savings. This is the biggie that keeps on giving. Petrol or gas prices in 2025 are currently dropping, but it's still not competitive. Even when here in expensive UK, we're hovering at around £1.36 per litre, and in the US, the average is more like $3.24 a gallon. Meanwhile, charging a Tesla at home is dirt cheap. Take a base Model Y rear-wheel drive. Off-peak rates might run you at 7 pence per kilowatt hour, and for an average driver doing 10,000 miles a year, that's about £180 in electricity, including 10 to 15% worth of charging losses. Now compare that to £1,700 for petrol on a similar petrol car. That's over £1,500 worth of savings annually, enough for a weekend getaway or some sweet Tesla swag, or accessories should we say. Check out my Tesla accessories of choice in the description of the video if you're interested in that Tesla swag. So even if you're road tripping and hitting Tesla Superchargers or combining with home charging, the world is your oyster and will still be head over shoulders cheaper than the fuel pump. Reason number 3 is about looking at the whole Tesla package and not what's on the top of all 4 wheels, should we say, with the Tesla badge. And I'm referring to Tesla's Supercharger network here. It's simply the best rapid charging experience that you'll get in terms of charging speed, reliability, and location. Literally the whole package option. And do you know what? It keeps getting better. And I mean, you've got over 60,000 stalls globally now, and the V4 chargers are rolling out fast, pumping up to 250 kilowatts. And they're even increasing certain V4 sites to now 500 kilowatts this year, with no cars announced that will actually take advantage of the faster speeds. With over-the-air software updates, could some Tesla owners be about to see a small bump to their peak charging speeds? Food for thought. But frankly speaking, supercharger stalls are now just pretty much everywhere now. They're popping up in the dead zones and doubling up in those busier sites, all with near perfect uptime. And I pulled some numbers up here in the UK, and you're rarely more than 100 miles from a supercharger on major roads. And if you own a other EV from another brand, you'll have to lean on and rely on a third-party network 100% of the time if you're after a rapid charger. Whereas the supercharger network, that feeds back with the charger availability and issues in real time. Well, the same can't really be said for third-party charging networks. Yes, it is possible that those brands can use a V4 supercharger, as Tesla has opened up some of the stations to non-Tesla EVs, but crucially, not all of them. As a Tesla owner, you're still the VIP at all the superchargers. So that means shorter wait times, better reliability. It's like having a private fuel lane wherever you go. It's worth every penny if you're interested in EVs to have full access to the Supercharger network. Reason number 4, and this could be the best one yet. In Q2 2025, Tesla is set to launch its much anticipated affordable models, promising to shake up the EV market with more accessible pricing with the same Tesla that you know and love. Slated for production in the first half of the year, these vehicles will blend next-gen tech with Tesla's existing platforms built on the current manufacturing lines for efficiency. And whilst details are still admittedly a little hazy, Elon Musk kept it vague beyond hints of a sub $30,000 price tag after incentives. Rumours suggest a compact design, possibly dubbed the Model Q. I'd expect a range of at least 250 miles, but could be more. It's a practical step to make Tesla's tech just more wallet friendly, and likely it's going to hit the streets by June if the timeline does hold up. So expect more buzz as the reveal gets nearer. Reason number 5. EVs have started to gain traction across the globe in 2025, and Tesla still leads the pack for EVs. Governments are starting to wind back some of the personal tax benefits and subsidies, at least here in the UK. And if you have any exemptions still present where you are, do grab it while it's still there. Beyond the buying incentives, there's also government mandates for the sale of petrol cars in certain locations. So, for example, UK's petrol ban is set for 2035, I think it is, and places like California are also phasing out gas cars even faster. Tax breaks and even low emission zones have pushed EVs into the mainstream, but the incentives, they're going to dry up eventually at some point. In terms of Tesla, they're just not keeping up. It's actually setting the pace in terms of development. The Tesla Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive does 436 miles range, and that's going to smoke most competitors. And the real-world efficiency is pretty much unmatched at this moment. Plus, the car is gaining features overnight with the free software updates. It's literally hard to grumble at unless you're hating for the sake of hating, I guess. Reason number 6 has to be maintenance, or the lack of it, should I say. Teslas are super low drama machines. No oil changes, no exhausts, no fiddly belts to replace. You're basically down to tyres, brakes and wipers. The battery or electric motors, you may say, well, they're built like tanks. You have 8 years or up to 120,000 miles warranties on that battery and drivetrain alone. The regenerative braking means brake pads last for what feels like forever. Some owners will hit 60,000 miles with barely a scuff on the pads, and they're going to survive much longer than that. A premium petrol car's maintenance, that could stack up to £700+ just for basic servicing, particularly if you're taking it to a dealer. And that's cash that could have actually stayed in your pocket. And if you just got yourself a Tesla EV, it's not just about the money, it's also about less time in the garage and more time driving. What's not to love? Reason number 7. In 2025, the Tesla's phone app is like a magic wand for owners, transforming the way that you actually interact with your Tesla Model Y or Model 3. It's available for both Android and iPhones, and the free app lets you lock or unlock your car from anywhere, check the Sentry mode alerts, and cameras even just in real time. Check your battery status in real time, and even preheat the cabin on those chilly mornings, just all from the comfort of your phone. Forgot where you parked your Tesla? Hit the horn or flash the lights with a tap of a button. Charging is a breeze too, setting limits, tracking progress, or even locating the nearest supercharger without breaking a sweat. For road trips, you can also send destinations straight from your car's navigation, while features like remote diagnostics and service scheduling keeps maintenance hassle-free. It's not just convenience, it's just peace of mind, making Tesla's ownership feel seamless and futuristic, right in your pocket. You could say it's a dialed-in experience. Reason number 8, and you should like this. These things are stupidly fun to drive. Even a base Model 3 rear-wheel drive does 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, and that's quicker than most family cars. The performance trim though, 2.9 seconds. Your passengers will be pinned back and giggling or screaming or whatever they do in that sort of circumstance. That instant electric torque is strangely addictive. Green light launches feel like a roller coaster drop. Picture yourself in a Model 3 Performance through those twisty back roads, and that low battery weight would actually help keep the car glued to the tarmac. The handling just makes you grin, and you don't need to be a gearhead just to enjoy it. Just hit the pedal and you'll feel that rush. Even in the base models, it's all good fun, performance around, it's well worth the enjoyment. Reason number 9, and I actually touched on this reason before, in 2025, I know in the US, it still currently hands out some goodies for Tesla buyers. And by that, I mean US folks can actually snag $7,500 worth of federal tax credits on some models. And states like, I think it's Colorado, they actually pile on more at a state level. In the UK, there's not much on the personal side of incentives these days, especially with VED and luxury car tax now coming into play for EVs now goers. However, for company car tax for EVs, that's still actually quite a laughable 2% BIC rate, as petrol cars, they're actually stuck at 30% plus. Tesla's referral program is also still alive and kicking too. Grab a code from a friend or mine in the description for a nice discount. And if you've seen the referral link, it's kind of like the universe is nudging you to buy one. And the final reason is number 10, of course, the Tesla vibe. In 2025, the Tesla community is still pretty unreal. Owners swap tips, they do meetups, and pretty much just geek out online. You're not just buying a car, you're joining a well-knit community. With Tesla software updates, you still get that wow factor. You can park your Tesla anywhere, and people still ask you questions about the car. It's not about flexing it at all. It's just you're part of a technical revolution. And I know Elon tweets, he tweets what he tweets. Love him or not, he keeps the Tesla team buzzing. And it's a ride that feels alive, not just machinery. Even EVs can have a bit of soul to it. It is different to driving a petrol car, I'm not denying that, but it definitely still has a different, unique feel to it. So there you go, 10 reasons a Tesla in 2025 isn't such a bad idea. From saving cash to tearing up the road, it's a package that's tough to ignore. So after watching this video, what's your take? Are you sold yet? If not, drop me a comment in the comment section below, as I'd love to hear the reasons why. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Do check out the links in the video description. You folks have been great, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.